he trust her?
I don't think
What
we'll get
is
through
this?
this in one piece.
Is it just a random house?
Lighten up, silly.
I think
Storm is coming.
actually I've been in there and looted it already.
Let's enjoy the weather.
Did I gift anything? Yes. Gave a few things to my family, obviously. What did I get? What did I get for Christmas from her indoors? Is the name of a fun Christmas song, actually. No, it's what shall I get for Christmas for her indoors, sung by the cast of Minder. But anyway, that's another story. What did I get given this Christmas? Loads of nice food things. Some ciders, some pressed apple juice, which I absolutely love. Right, I'm up there. I want to go to... I need a trap cellar. The trap cellar's right across the other side of town. That is infuriating. Oh, there's one down there as well. One in the south. I'll just keep... Oh, is that a shortcut? Yeah. Possibly. Oh, it might be a shortcut to the other place. It's leading me out, isn't it? What else did I get this Christmas? Food, cider. That pretty much sums it up quite well.
I'll say it again. Humans are strange.
Don't think anyone here is selling traps, are they?
See, when they're to marry, they become
Right, I've got a choice. I can go north. And I think there's a tunnel there which will lead me through to that trap dealer in the northeast up there. Let's hope so. Yep, that's looking promising. I'm lost. No, he's here, he's here. Trying to navigate by the minimap.
So, you thought it over? I'm on my way to the recruiting station.
I'm seriously trying to
I
think.
wouldn't mind a closer look at your swords.
I'm seriously trying... Oh,
Beautifully
shit, I pressed the wrong
crafted,
thing.
me a
What else did I get
killer
for Christmas?
pistol.
I got some nice stuff. I can't think what it was.
I wouldn't mind a closer look at your swords.
Yes, come on then. Let's trade. Hey, Tom, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Oh, that reminds me. My Prime subscription cost came through. Why do all the bills come through in December? I've got, like, my car insurance, my business insurance, Prime, as it turns out, the breakdown insurance. They all fall in December, right when you don't need it. But the witching is going well, thanks, Tom. How are you? And Gartag, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream tonight. Hope you all had a good Christmas. Traps. Sell me some traps, my good man. I want some harpy traps. Do I have to diagram? Oh, I have the harpy trap. In that case, you can craft me the harpy trap.
I wouldn't mind a...
Craft me an item. Your girlfriend got you a 34-inch long 3D printed USCM Sulaco from Aliens. Oh, right. Didn't have it in you to tell her that's exactly what your kids got you. Oh, no. A double up on presents. You get all your bills in January. It sucks when they all fall at once. It's not like I ever planned it that way. It's weird. It's just how it's ever fallen. Diagram for a harpy trap. What do I need for this? So, I don't know how many of these I'm going to need. Shall we assume 3? I'm going to assume 3. It didn't say otherwise, so let's go with that. While I'm here, shall I go and give this thing to Philippa Eilhart, or is she outside of the city somewhere? Yeah, I will.
No bandit will ever make a good soldier.
I will.
I didn't say that. I need more
To
time.
guess where she is. That's why you pay everything monthly? Oh, I go for the annual payment so that I get the discount on it. Yes, it seems to hit me like a truck all at once, but over the year it saves a few quid.
You wanted to discuss something?
I've got Trish's bandana. Oh, and this.
Your friend Sheila is conniving with Henselt.
I know this, Witcher, but it's no cause for concern. Sheila is there to ensure Henselt doesn't fall prey to the same people who killed Foltest. We don't want him as sovereign of the Pontar Valley, but we also don't need Kedwin to descend into civil war.
I've got Triss's bandana.
Have you learned anything?
Triss was here. Letho forced her to teleport.
Why would he? There are easier ways to travel.
2 of Letho's comrades, probably those responsible for Demoven's death, were hiding among the Scoia'tael. When it became evident in Flotsam that the Kingslayer wanted to dispose of Yorvith, the Scoia'tael leader gave the order to eliminate them. Letho had to reach the unit before the Elven messengers did. He could only do that by teleporting.
I assumed that Triss wanted to teleport to me, but she missed the mark and they ended up in the gullies. What happened next?
Letho left her in a gully, wounded. He probably thought that she'd diversify the local trolls' diet. He himself went to see the elves and massacred the unit with his comrades. They're somewhere on the other side of the fog.
What about Triss?
She escaped from the troll. Everything suggests she's somewhere in the area.
I can assure you she is not in Vergen.
She has to be here. Locate her.
I'll try, but it will take some time. Have you learned anything else?
Sheila ordered Letho and Triss killed.
I can't believe that.
Believe it. I ran into some mercenaries she enlisted to kill Letho and anyone found with him.
She must have meant the other Kingslayers. Are you sure she knew Triss was with him?
Are you so sure of Sheila? There was something going on between her and Triss. I sensed a lot of tension.
A misunderstanding.
Maybe. Let's find Triss and clear everything up.
I need some time. What's going on out there?
Let's see.
A riot. I predict a riot.
What's going on?
The peasants want to take pitchforks to King Demoven's son.
Why?
The Dragonslayer's servant is spreading rumors that Stennis poisoned Saskia. The commoners are in an uproar. They want to dispense justice.
Where's the prince?
Barricaded himself in his room, guarded by nobles. For the moment, the peasants are still respectful, but they are feverish. A fight is inevitable. Help us out. The situation is dire. I'm going to inform the other nobles.
Your family don't gift each other on Christmas, saves us anxiety. I know what you mean, right? It just totally avoids spending a load of money from both sides and getting a load of expensive but useless shit that you don't really want, but then having to pretend to be grateful for and having to do the same back. So yeah, that sounds like a good idea, that. Hey, Fulham Tower, welcome to the stream tonight. You got car tax and MOD due next month? Yeah, it's expensive. Oh, it's expensive. That's what you used to get Christmas money for, right? Wasted on that. It was only a matter of time. I don't know, I don't like people like Stennis. I'm gonna go for that one.
Dogs growl at cats. Cats hiss at the dogs. A noble's a wolf to a peasant.
Forget those animalistic similes and take care of it. I'll try to locate Triss. And should anything happen to Prince Stennis, remember, we need his blood.
I remember.
Level up, nice. What should we go and spend it on? In fact, we don't do it there, do we? We shall meditate. We need Stennis' blood. Just remind me of that. Because I've just watched all the episodes of The Witcher Season 2. And everybody seems to need everybody else's blood for everything in that. I don't remember talk of needing Stennis' blood. Was it because he's royal or something? I'm sure you'll fill me in on the point. Right, let's have another look at the sword mastery. Because there are things we don't have the riposte. Invincible. So next level, it will give me better damage reduction and quite a bit more vitality. That's maxed. That's maxed. They're both good. The finesse. Chance of all critical effects. That is good. Just hardy is good. Sudden death. Don't know about that one. I can see all these being amazing. Extra 10% sword damage. That's that one. What's the one just below it? I can't seem to move to. This seems to be a utter pain in the arse to try and... There we go. Whirl. Locks the ability to deal damage to many opponents. I do fight in groups quite a bit. It's a nuisance. That would save me a whole lot of damage. The riposte sounds interesting. What's this guard thing here? Don't know about that. Can we there we go. Tough guy, damage reduction 5%. Distance covered while dodging. I don't think I need that one. I've got 2 talent points. Do you know what? Let's take a little quick look at the magic, because what do we get in the good stuff up here? Allows a generation of adrenaline through signs. That doesn't sound quite so exciting. Traps. Nah. Useful, I'm sure, but I can't navigate this thing. It's awkward. Unlocks Quen level 2. Sign damage. Do you know what? I'm not really feeling the signs. Like I want to go big on the build here. Bomb damage and trap damage. I'll have to pick one or the other, won't I, at that side. Vitality plus 20. So that is a good one. And if I can just please get that. Potion duration 10%. Might be worthwhile. Unlocks Berserk mode. Activating once adrenaline bar is completely charged. Enables generation of adrenaline when poisoned. Nah, let's go back to the sword stuff. I like the sword stuff. We shall go with... What have we got? The sword one. Extra 10% sword damage. Extra vitality. Extra crit chance. Extra damage reduction, vitality. That works both ways. I will live longer with that, I think. And then I might go back to double up on that one. Oh, I'll do it now because I've got an extra point. So let's have that. No, sorry, that's the wrong one. Position. That one. So I no longer take extra damage from being backstabbed. So that's something that has caught me out a bit, especially when fighting in groups. And this is my attributes, is it? I'm guessing I can't change any of that. My information. Right, nice. We'll make sure that is saved. Stop the peasants from lynching the prince. Do I have to? Is it not optional?
What's this? Clad in hues of green.
Music's nice. This game and Witcher 3 has some beautiful music. You can just listen to it all the time. There's no way down there, is there?
Witcher's not human.
So, no snaps.
I love games that have really nice background music that you can just put on repeat and quite happily listen to forever.
The commoners claim it's our
Serfs and lords will never...
Geralt! It's good to see you.
The commoners claim Stennis is involved in Saskia's poisoning. They're looking to slaughter him.
Nobody to keep things peaceful?
Scalen Burden and his dwarves are trying to contain the mob, but they're badly outnumbered.
The plebs will yell a lot, beat someone up, and go home. As peasants do.
That'd be foolish. They're not serfs anymore. The days of them humbly sowing and reaping are gone.
Looks like things are getting nasty.
Hear me! What do you want? I'm Scalen Burden. I keep order in Vergen.
Or doing a nice job then? Where was you when they poisoned Saskia?
Give us the prince! Get the flails!
Stop!
Yorvith. Squirrels. Everyone who wants to leave this yard in one piece, keep your hands off your weapons. I don't care if you're a serf or a lord. I'll kill you all if need be.
What's going on?
The servant carrying wine during the feast said that Prince Stennis and Olgan poisoned Saskia. We want justice!
You want revenge. It's not the same thing.
We don't care. Saskia's fallen as if dead, while the poisoning prince and noble lords rush to herd us onto the field and sell us to Henselt. We won't let them!
You lie, Colton. Nobody's being sold out. The poisoner must be caught and tried by law.
Your law? What then? He'll pay a fine and get spanked on his ass? We'll spank him all right, with an axe to the throat!
Where's this servant?
Safe. The Scoia'tael keep an eye on him.
Why is the prince hiding in his house if he's innocent?
Enough! I'll shoot the first to reach for a weapon. Then heads will start falling.
There's more of us. You can't kill every...
Then you'll be first. Now back off!
That Welsh guy...
We need to act quickly.
Sounds a lot like the comedian Rod Gilbert. I'm sure it won't be him. I'm sure he'll have had better things to do than voice a character in a video game. that this probably wouldn't have been so big a budget and such a well-known video game. I can't imagine it's him, but it does sound a lot like him.
What's your plan?
I'll frighten them a little. Bleed them if need be. I'll buy you some time, but be swift. I can't hold them off for long. Question the peasants and the nobles, and talk to the dwarves. Maybe you can get to meet Stennis.
Even if he's guilty, I'm sure he's prepared a suitable story.
You'll know how to sort the sheep from the goats. Also, find the servant who started talking so suddenly. You won't have time to talk to everyone, though, that's for sure.
Oh, okay.
Bloody bastard poisoned the virgin.
You changed your tone when we put a
Saskia's on the beard with
Who do we talk to? The peasants?
Say, Witcher, come over here.
Why is he lingering about? Like the stench in a dwarven hovel.
Those witchers be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
He better search for a lad who served the Virgin instead of pissing around.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take care of the magnets. Throwing their weight about too much they are.
We have a rebellion on our hands here.
The prince stood right next to Saskia during the council. Did he have access to the wine cellar beforehand?
How should I know?
Why flap your mouth then?
The prince is a wealthy lord. Bribing a skivvy to poison the wine is nothing to him.
Just because someone can afford gold teeth doesn't mean they'll pull their healthy ones.
It's an interesting phrase.
What's it really all about? Who's backing you?
We want justice.
We don't need no one backing us. We knows what to do.
How would you punish the prince?
If a lad counts hens wrong, he'll be flogged. What should we then do with a man poisoning others?
Kill him.
A land without a ruler is a nightmare.
We have a ruler, the Virgin of Eden.
It's not certain she'll live.
Then we'll choose another who'll manage. But he must be one of us lads. That way he'll understand us.
And all people is gonna be equal, our way.
And the non-humans?
We have enough down on the fields. Let non-humans find a non-human land.
Away with them!
Bit of casual racism there. This is a dwarven city, I believe.
You know Saskia's servant?
Willie of the Oblates. He handled the wine, indeed, but loves the Virgin like a sister and mother put together.
He'd gladly get quartered for her.
Where's this Willie of yours?
Hiding in his shack, afraid of them lords. Squirrels guard him.
I think a great opportunity was missed there.
Farewell.
Give us this whoreflower!
What would the prince gain
Roll
with the
in
virgin's
dung,
death?
you surly dog!
I'd gladly hear your opinion on the situation.
Finally, someone reasonable. It's obvious Henselt bribed some serf who then did what he was told.
Henselt couldn't possibly reach Vergen.
Doesn't he have sorcerers at his court? Or perhaps he hired a witcher to break through.
Oh, really?
There's no other explanation.
That's interesting.
Just think it through. The prince couldn't have done it. The wine was in plain sight. Only the servants touched the decanters, and who are they? Commoners. Then that same commoner incited his folk to stand against the nobles and the prince.
Something to think about.
Guilt must be
Well, I am
proved,
none the
otherwise
wiser at the
the
moment.
vigilante
I'm going in there.
Save your threats for your hog-smelling
That's
woman.
locked. Do I need to persuade someone? Get more opinions? Stennis' supporter.
I want to speak with the prince.
You're unique then. Everyone else wants to tear him limb from limb.
We won't let you in.
Only I can help the prince. Jedi mind trick. The search for Willie continues.
Only I can help your prince.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Are you mad?
Silence! I'm in command here, and I grant the Witcher leave to enter.
Please, Master.
Are you here to kill me, Monster Slayer?
I'm here for your help. You can save Saskia.
Do you hear them? They want my head. They equate the words of some village idiot with mine. I am the heir to the Edirnian throne, the rightful ruler of this land, descendant of Demavend and Verferil.
Prince, if you help me heal Saskia, the people will forget.
If I don't help you, they'll kill me. This is blackmail.
This is a deal.
Deal's
What do you
deal.
want?
Did you poison her?
Of course not. Even if I had, do you think I would boast about it? Don't be a fool.
I'm trying to help. Not only Saskia, but you, Your Highness.
I won't yield to that rabble. Never. One smear is all they needed to lay siege to my doorstep. Do you really think I should plead my innocence every time some village idiot says the prince did it? Or maybe go out there and beg them for mercy? Never.
You merely need to convince them that you're innocent. Prove it wasn't you and they'll walk away.
And if I am innocent, yet lack proof thereof? You claim you wish to help me. Do so. Convince the people to believe me. You'll not regret it.
You're trying to bribe me.
I want only to make a contract. Think about it.
We need his blood.
I need royal blood for a potion that will heal Saskia.
Do you mock me?
You owe Saskia your life. She carried you away from the Wraith's battle.
It was her duty, as it would have been of any Edirnian. Besides, my realm is falling apart, and she is responsible.
Oh.
Saskia and her rebels routed the royal forces at Geralt and on the banks of the Dyfni. For practical purposes, the Edirnian army no longer exists.
Those rebels are the last hope you have of stopping Henselt.
And what then? A pig herd will be crowned and appoint a shoeshine his Secretary of State.
Don't think that far ahead. Your Highness, just a few drops of your blood will cure Saskia. Vergen can defend itself only if she's in command.
I've already said I owe this girl nothing. I'll not yield to blackmail even if it costs me my life. I'll go to the axe, my head held high. And I'll certainly not surrender even a drop of royal blood to save a peasant girl. Guards!
Well, he deserves to die.
What
then.
is it, sire?
Show the Witcher out.
Is everything in order, sire?
We had a chat, but we are through. Think on what I told you, Geralt.
I will.
Roll in.
Enough of this charade!
Try to be reasonable, folks. Sit down and talk in peace.
We've talked enough! Come on, lads, let's drag the prince from his hovel!
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalen Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why! The mongrel covets the crown!
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to be with her, he was, sly fox. Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the virgin sips it.
A good point. We can't be sure if the prince poisoned the wine.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that.
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanting to hurt the miss? Never. It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his savior.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes. His serene dumbhead the prince can, curses on his kin. Nobody in Vergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they wanted, nobody but Stennis could do it.
Those are just words. Too much guesswork and not enough evidence. You can't convict anyone based on that.
This is awkward.
Your Highness, this is dangerous.
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with royal blood running in his veins. What do you want, to judge me? Is a prince a common thief who steals a dozen eggs at the market? You stand before royal majesty.
Oh, God.
And you raise your hands against it. In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven, and crimes that, by any means, cannot. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his own brother's throat cannot be forgiven. A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned. He who raises hand against divine right is not worthy to walk this world.
He's not
And what
helping
about
himself.
he who poisons the Virgin of Eden? Firstly, Saskia is alive, so no one can blame me for her death. Secondly, you have no proof that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. However, only she, the Virgin of Eden, can judge me. Can it? And if Saskia won't get well, who's gonna judge you? I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise, we'll summon a coven of the wise who can pass just sentence.
Those are words worthy of a true sovereign.
I am the one you should look to for guidance. Let my deeds be the flame that lights up your darkness.
He's a knob.
So you've forgotten how you tried to bribe me when I was at your house?
How about that, snout face?
This is slander.
There are no witnesses, Witcher.
We need his blood. We do need his blood to save Saskia. I don't know what to do, chat. I want to go and talk to the servant. I should probably have gone and done that first. He had the chance to save Saskia's life, but refused. So that makes him implicit in her death if she were to die.
You didn't say a word about your guilt or innocence. You demand justice. You want to summon a coven of the wise. But who will sit on that coven? Any peasants? No, only people you'll nominate yourself. Lords whom you'll reward with lands for reaching the right decision. Such men are to decide if you're guilty? No, you are guilty, Prince. You know you are.
Well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Quick, scoop that up. We need that. And there goes the royalty in the ensuing battle. They won't be on our side after that. But we got the blood, so all's well that ends well. He did have the chance to save Saskia's life. He didn't want to. He didn't want to because
they're a cowardly
we know.
lot.
We know well.
Yelping's all they're good at.
And backstabbing.
By Stennis' example. His filthy life wasn't taken in vain. Eilhart will get royal blood, and Saskia will be cured.
We need to hurry. We can't keep peace in Vergen with strength alone.
Anything's possible using strength. One just has to know how to use it.
That's your credo.
Very true.
Saskia's the best leader I know, but she can't hope to defeat Henselt with this rabble.
What do you intend to do?
I'll get reinforcements. The Scoia'tael are more numerous than you think. Time to summon them. I'll leave shortly.
You won't get through the fog.
I don't intend to. Mountains may stop human armies, but not the Scoia'tael. I'm going south.
Will you be back in time?
I have to. Vafail, Gwynblade. Don't lose hope.
Okay, so let's just hit pause there a second and talk about that. We need to discuss that. Yorvis is such a good character. He's pretty good. Oh, welcome to the stream, by the way. Ben Bear Tracks. You're glad I made that choice? Well, I think it's the right choice because, yes, he's just sort of lied about the bribe thing, but obviously that would have made him look really guilty, so he possibly had to. But the way he said, well, there were no witnesses in such a smarmy way, and he come out demanding that the peasants follow him just because he has royal blood and is anointed by God, that's not the way to win round the crowd. But also, he could have saved Saskia's life with a few drops of blood, but he chose not to, and he said if Saskia recovers, she can judge him, but then he's not willing to help her recover, so therefore I think Whether he was actually guilty or not, he certainly wants Saskia dead, and he had the chance to make sure she survived. But if she survived, would she then turn around and say, yes, it was the prince? And maybe that was why he didn't want her to be cured. Who knows? Either way, he was a waste of space, and he's gone. He went the Henselt route for royal blood. Oh, I forgot we could do that. But that's... Never mind. We have the royal blood. We shall be fine. Level up again. Nice. We will... we better get to Philippa Eilhart pretty quick and just hand this stuff over, I think. Come on. Meditation. Character. We're going to put some more points into this. We have one more talent. I like my sword master tree. It's feeling fun. So we got the position one. We can increase sword damage 10%. Unlocks the ability to deal damage to many opponents. Additional opponents take damage. I've not noticed groups take a lot of damage from that. Not sure whether that's the thing to go for. Ton of vitality. Crit chance. What's this one down here? Boring. Just damage reduction, which isn't boring, but is useful. Chance of an instant kill. I like the sound of this crit chance here, actually. I'm going to go for that. 15% chance of all critical effects. Bring it on. You can always do the other way next playthrough. Indeed, I can. Because this is one of those games that you need another playthrough, because you basically miss out or have half the story quite differently, don't you? Or should we search his body as well? Stennis' sword. Let's just take a look at what that is. Stennis' sword. 22 to 28. But it's not... Apart from the bleeding thing, it's not that great. So I should have walked off to go and find... Which way is it? Should have walked off to go and find this servant, I think, to get the real answer to that. But what we've got will suffice. Let me just have a look at the map. Is it that house just in front of us? No, it's not. It's through here.